So you've purchased a ProGuide Alpha Series lithium battery, never owned a lithium battery before. Now what?
Now what? So first things first, when you take this thing out of the box, it's asleep. And you've got this nice button right here. It says push. So you're going to push that button for about 5 or 6 seconds, and you're going to wait. And then you're going to see a green light flash right here. And now your battery is powered up. It chips asleep so that it's not going to be doing any kind of self-discharge. A lithium battery doesn't self-discharge very much, but when it's in its off mode, it doesn't at all. So you're going to wake it up, and you're going to install it. Sometimes I will, depending on the scenario, if I know the boat well, if I knew my boat really well, I won't turn it on until I've connected everything.
Yeah,
just another opportunity. You know, wrenches get crossed, things like that. Just for safety reasons, it's a pretty good move. Then I turn the battery on. I check everything out. The other couple things you can think about when you just get an Alpha battery for the first time, you can download the ProGuide app on the App Store or Play Store. Connect to that battery via Bluetooth. The battery right here on the side shows a serial number, and you're going to search for that serial number right there.
When it comes up on the app?
When it comes up on the app, that's right. If you have a NEMA network, you can go ahead and run your connections to the front of the battery here.
Gotcha.
I know a lot of times people have questions about like, hey, I heard this thing has a heater, or can I charge in the cold? The entire Alpha series does have a built-in heater. It only ever comes on if the internal sensor, which you can see right here inside of this battery, is 82 degrees.
Not going to come on today then?
It's not going to come on today.
Gotcha.
If it dips below 32 degrees and you hook it to a charger. So if it feels energy coming into the battery and it's below 32 degrees, it's actually going to limit the amount of amperage coming into the battery. It's going to power the heat source inside. It's going to warm the battery up above 32 degrees. Once it gets above 32 degrees, the actual charge current that's going into the battery will actually continue to heat the battery up itself. So
I'll be dang. Sounds slick as a whistle.
It's pretty nice.
So I'm going to throw a scenario at you. Say you keep your boat outside. It's tarped, hot weather, cold weather. Does anything hurt these? Does a person need to turn that battery back off if they're not going to fish during the winter? Or can you just leave it on all the time?
You technically can just leave it on.
I got you.
Okay. So we get that question a lot. Do I leave it plugged in? Do I not leave it plugged in? There's a long conversation behind that. Traditionally, what I would say, if you're going to go park your boat for the winter, and it's outside or inside or whatever, I would park it and I would charge it. And then I would unplug it and I would turn them off and then leave it alone.
Gotcha.
And you're going to be totally fine. Could I leave it on and leave it plugged in all winter? Yes, you could. That charger, especially if you have a ProGuide charger, every 24 hours it's going to send a little voltage current to the terminals, and it's going to say, where's this battery at?
Gotcha.
And if I need to charge, I'm going to throw a little charge into it. If I don't, I'm going to shut back off. So there's a lot of conversation of, do you leave it on all winter or not? Personally, I'm not going to leave it connected. I'm going to charge it. I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to leave it for the rest of the winter.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, sounds like to me it's very customizable if you're going to fish a bunch or if you're going to park it and take your wife shopping. So, it's a pretty neat setup as far as just being able to turn the battery off,
Yeah.
In the day, you never could do that. What about something with a lithium? My grandpa always said, don't set that battery on the ground. It's going to drain the battery. Don't set it on the concrete. Put it on a 2x4. Does any of that take place with lithiums or AGMs anymore? Is there some battery myths that separate things that you don't need to do anymore with technology?
Yeah, we've got 13 stores and we got a lot of batteries sitting on concrete. So that is a myth. That's not a thing. So I would say that is an old wise tale, and I think that really comes from, and I've asked around a lot because I've heard it my entire life.
Yeah.
But I think it comes from, 40, 50, 60 years ago, the chemistry inside of a regular lead acid starting battery was much different.
Sure.
And it had lead and antimony. They all still have some antimony, but they have a lot less now. And that antimony and some of the other chemicals or additives inside that paste on the lead plate would really draw the self-discharge down. So a lot of times you'd say, don't set it on the concrete. Really, just letting that battery sit there for any period of time is actually what's going to cause the battery. So whether it's on concrete or a 2x4 or whatever, batteries want to be charged.
Well,
that's really the theory.
Well, there you go. You heard it here first from the man himself.